Elarigou Namaskaram. My warm regards to all the distinguished guests who have taken some time of their busy schedules to be present here. I also extend my heartfelt best wishes to all the students who would be listening to my talk. It just makes me wonder a little what made you do so. Perhaps it is because you thought that the teachings of Swami Vivekananda were still pertinent today in this day and age. Well, I am sure that the teachings of the great philosopher would be equally relevant many centuries from now. And I have no words to thank the Swami Vivekananda Study Center for inviting me here today and giving me the opportunity to speak on educating India the Vivekananda way. Before starting my talk, I would do what I do always, bow my head in reverence to my inspiration, Swami Vivekananda, and may his blessings be showered on you and the whole of humankind. Perhaps you know my journey really began with a dream. Dreams dreamed not while sleeping, but with eyes wide open in the broad daylight. And my dreams really did come true. Whenever I took back upon my initial years of a 9-year-old boy, daring to dream the impossible. I am often determined of a quote by a favorite person of mine, the Honorable APJ Abdul Kalam. You have to dream before your dreams come true. So coming back to the words of my Guru, Swami Vivekananda, who had said, education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. Education is the key to unlocking a person's potential and providing them with the tools they need to succeed in life. However, not everyone has access to education, particularly those from underprivileged communities. This creates a divide in society where only a few have access to the resources they need to succeed in life. In order to build a great nation, it is essential that we focus on providing education to all, regardless of their socio-economic background. We must strive to eliminate the barriers that prevent access to education, including poverty, discrimination, and lack of infrastructure. As Swami Vivekananda said, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. We must light that fire in the hearts and minds of all our students and ensure that every child has the opportunity to receive a quality education. As an educator and institution builder, my chief focus has been to impart quality education and human excellence among the sustainable development goals put forward by the United Nations. Quality education was a prominent one. It seeks to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education to promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Gender equality is also one of the goals I continuously strive towards. Though this one is still toughest of the lot, I must say. In this case, unless charity begins at home, the gender divide will never heal. In my school, Ananda Shiksha Niketan, the home of joyful learning, about which I will tell you today, I am proud to state that there are more girls than boys. I have been able to bridge the gender divide in remote Murshidabad, although it involves quite a lot of my sweat and toil. So education is particularly important for those from backward societies, and unless people are truly educated, sustainable development will remain a dream. We must recognize that these communities, which have been historically marginalized, have not had access to the same opportunities as others. Throughout history, such communities have remained subalterns to mainstream society, living on the periphery, serving them and remaining subservient to them. By educating these communities, we can empower them to break free from the cycle of poverty and societal deprivation and thus pave way for their holistic development. Education can provide the tools they need to become active, productive, and valued members of society. So it has been my constant endeavor to provide a platform for the deprived sections of society in which they can truly voice their concerns. And as an educator, I perceived that the best way to do so was to provide them with a holistic education. Moreover, educating individuals from backward societies can have a ripple effect on the entire community. When we educate one person, they can go on to educate others, creating a chain reaction of change. This is how we can truly make a difference in society. As educators, we have a unique opportunity to make a positive impact on the world. We can help build a better tomorrow by educating the leaders of the future. We must have a broader vision and purpose beyond just teaching and imparting knowledge. We must strive to create responsible citizens who are committed to making the world a better place. Through my experience, I have learned that education is not just about imparting knowledge. Education is not a bookish knowledge, not a pack of information, but it is human making. It is about nurturing the whole person and providing a safe and supportive environment where children can grow and thrive. Education is not just a tool for personal growth, but a means to build a better world. So Swami Vivekananda said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Education is the key to unlocking the potential of individuals and building a better world for all. It is our responsibility as educators to ensure that every child has access to quality education, and we understand the importance of education and its transformative power. As I have said before, my journey was not without challenges, but it was my passion for education that kept me going. I strongly believe that education can change lives and transform communities. Through my work at Ananda Shiksha Niketan, the home of joyful learning, a school I have founded in my village, I have been able to provide access to education to many children who otherwise would not have had the opportunity. So, before coming my own story, I would love to share something from Swami Vivekananda's vision of education aimed at overall development of an individual, both in terms of intellectual and moral development. His idea of man-making education emphasized the importance of character building, practical learning, and spiritual growth, which can have several practical implications in the present scenario. Here are some practical implications of Swami Vivekananda's man-making education in the present context. Developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Swami Vivekananda believed that education should be practical and relevant to the needs of society. Thus, man-making education should focus on developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills that can help individuals to contribute positively to society. This can be achieved by incorporating project-based learning, experiential learning, and case studies in the curriculum. Value-based education. Swami Vivekananda emphasized the importance of character building in education. Therefore, man-making education should incorporate value-based education that promotes ethical and moral values such as honesty, integrity, compassion, and respect for diversity. This can be achieved by integrating value-based education into the curriculum and creating a conducive environment that fosters moral and ethical behavior. Entrepreneurial skills. Swami Vivekananda believed that education should be practical and relevant to society. Therefore, again and again, I am talking about man-making education, and that should focus on developing entrepreneurial skills that can help individuals become self-reliant and contribute to society's economic development. This can be achieved by incorporating entrepreneurship courses, internships, and incubation centers in the curriculum. Social responsibility. Swami Vivekananda believed that education can be used as a tool for social reform. Thus, man-making education, again man-making education, should promote social responsibility and encourage individuals to become agents of change in their communities. This can be achieved by incorporating community service, social entrepreneurship, and civic engagement in the curriculum. Spiritual growth. Swami Vivekananda emphasized the importance of spiritual growth in education. And again, this man-making education should focus on promoting spiritual growth, which can help individual connect with their inner self. So in summary, Swami Vivekananda's educational ideas can be implemented in the modern context by adopting a more holistic, value-based, experiential, socially responsible and spiritually enriching approach to education. So lastly, we want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. So we should always contemplate on it and develop within us 3 H's, that is development of hand, head, and heart. And then the education will be successful in bringing Renesha to the society in a true sense. So now I would like to share the story of my journey with Ananda Shiksha Niketan. I am from Murshidabad district in the state of West Bengal, and perhaps you may know that Murshidabad is one of the poorest districts in India, and my district Murshidabad of West Bengal is a border area district near Bangladesh, and the village where I still live is a remote one, far from the age of modernization, far from the modern amenities, and more than 20 years ago, the situation was worse. So I noticed that some stray children wandered here and there without any aim, like a sheep without the rudder. So I made up my mind to do something positive for these helpless children. And since my childhood, my ideal hero, Swami Vivekananda's epoch-making doctrine, service to man is service to God, always turns me and beckon me to the world of light and joy. So I am going to share a story. So I started my school when I was 9 years old. It was in the month of October, 19th October 2002. Then I decided to visit local Ramakrishna mission, because one idea came in my mind that if I can visit Ramakrishna mission, maybe they can help me with books and uniform, because when I was in primary school, Ramakrishna mission provided the same. So I visited local Ramakrishna mission that is 3 kilometers from my home, and this is the first branch of whole Ramakrishna Mott and Mission, Sargachi Ramakrishna Mission. It's called Sargachi Ramakrishna Mission, and met with the then headmaster monk and shared about my journey. And obviously he was amazed. and he asked me that how I can help you. So my answer was that Swamiji, when I was in primary school, you provided us school uniform and books, and if you can give the same for our students, because I started a school. And obviously he was amazed. He promised me that I want to visit your school. He did that, and from that time he started helping me. Till now he is helping me. But that day he gave me a book of Swami Vivekananda and advised me to read that book at least 5 minutes in a day. And from that book, I had that quotation: "Service to man is service to God." It inspired me to continue my mission. So uh, in the year 2002, when I was a student of class 5 and a boy of 9 years old, after returning from my 10-kilometer far away school in the afternoon, I would see girls and boys of my age coming home from work instead of coming home from school. Most of the boys help out their families working as mechanics, day laborers, grass cutters, rag pickers, etc. Girls worked in the village where they cook, clean, wash clothes and dishes. I would make them sit in the backyard of our home and teach them all I had learned in school that day. And I started teaching with 8 children, and my sister was my first student. I was the headmaster. So at first I took it as my game. Gradually it became my passion, my dream, my life and heart. Number of students started to increase, and my school became a dreamland for the underprivileged children, and it was named Ananda Shiksha Niketan, the home of joyful learning. So again I am going to share one story. So how it became Ananda Shiksha Niketan. So after my 5th standard annual examination, I decided to inaugurate my school. So it was in the month of April in the year of 2003. So before that, my mother, she was the first person who came forward to support me. Initially, my father, he thought that if I can share my own lessons with others, maybe my own education is going to be hampered. So he wanted me not to continue this work. But again, I did the same thing. So one day he asked a retired degree college principal that my son is doing this work. He is not listening me. I have a dream for me. I want to see him as an IAS officer, but he's not listening me. What I should do? So the that principal, retired degree college principal, his reply was, "Your son is doing a good work, and if he can do good for the society, God will help him." So I am fortunate enough. My whole family came forward to support. Then I decided to inaugurate my school. I collected sari from my mother and the village women, and made a pandal and asked that retired degree college principal to inaugurate our school. He did that, and later I asked him that what should be the suitable name for our institution. So throughout his observation, in our school, students are taking their classes in joyful atmosphere. So it should be in Bengali, Ananda Shiksha Niketan, and in English, the home of joyful learning. So it became Ananda Shiksha Niketan, the home of joyful learning. And in the same time, in my 10-kilometer far away school, I was asking for the broken chalk from my school teacher. So out of curiosity, she asked my classmate that why he is asking for broken chalks every day. Is he writing something in the blackboard or school premises? So my classmates, their reply was, "No, madam, he started a school and he is using those broken chalks to teach his blessed children, and he became the headmaster." And literally she was very happy. She came forward with a full box of chalk. So these were the positive stories in my journey. On the other hand, there were lots of problems I had faced, but I am not going to share any negative story, because as I always believe that only positivity can change our society, can change our world. So I had to suffer much, struggle much, but I did not give up hope. I hoped against hope and fought tooth and nail to combat all the adversities. So when I founded Ananda Shiksha Niketan, the village elders were very skeptic about educating their children, as they were not educated themselves. And hence, They did not understand the importance of education in our lives. The children worked as the helping hand in earning for the family. They had a strong reservation about girls attending school. But today the school has 60% is girls and 40% is boys. So when we went door to pursue parents to send their kids in our school, the first question I was asked, how can education help people who cannot even afford 2 square meals a day, educate girls, and they will not find husbands? Actually, the early marriage problem was existed, but I ignored all criticism. On the other hand, there were religious biasness, lots of jealousy, discouragement, different kinds of problems I have faced. But I ignored all criticism and went ahead with my mission. And our institution, Ananda Shiksha Niketan, it is, as I already mentioned, beginning in my speech, that it is not only for the bookish knowledge. We have been trying to spread man-making education among our students to become a real human being who can positively impact our society. We are running our school with a view to helping them stand on their own feet. We have already been successful to some extent in this field of work. During the, more than 20 years of our journey, more than 7,000 students have taught from our school, and we are completely providing them free education since inception to till date. And not only that, now our students are studying in the degree college, university, and 6 of our former students include my sister after their graduation, post-graduation, and teachers training degree. They came back as a teacher at our institution. So, though it was also very difficult for them to get education. So, however, always I think that we should hear the clarion call of Swami Vivekananda, that is, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. And his eternal message was not politically motivated, and yet it so powerfully affected the innermost depths of human life that individually and collectively, man, we are bound to apply these ideas to various fields of life. So the national ideals of India are renunciation and service. But somehow I am not going to criticize anyone, because many people in our society, they are doing good work. And but on the other hand, today many of them, they have forgotten these ideals, that is renunciation and service. So we have been excessive, and sometimes what happened, the younger generation, again I am not criticizing, but sometimes they are excessively preoccupied by the materialistic outlook. So we should shun this excessive desire for worldly things. We should look deep into our heart with a selfless, guiltless, and stainless heart. We should renounce our earthly pleasure to render our service to people who are still unfed, unclothed, and unsheltered. So now my dream is to extend our school up to the university level, and definitely nowadays in our country, across the globe, there are lots of school, college, university, but there is the scarcity of human excellence. There is the scarcity of value-based education. Equally, I am going to give importance of definitely the bookish knowledge, and apart from that, the human excellence, that is value-based education and skill-based learning at our institution. And above all, my big dream is education for all with equal opportunity. So I also completed my double post-graduation in English literature and history, though I learned English alphabet from my father when I was in 5th standard, and I always love to say that I want to be a student forever. I'm not going to take much time. So this particular message from Swami Vivekananda always inspired me. Always I try to realize in life that was, or that is, go on bravely, do not expect success in a day or year, always hold on to the highest, be steady, avoid jealousy and selfishness, be obedient and eternally faithful to the cause of truth, humanity, and your country, and you will move the world. And throughout my journey, now I am convinced that nothing can stand against firm determination, firm conviction, and firm will. The only things you should have into your heart are courage, purity, honesty, and above all, love. Love is a thing which can conquer everything. Love is a thing which can make us monarch of all we survey in the realm of man's heart. Actually, I had the call of love in the core of my heart and proceed and it succeed. I think that we should have the motto. We must do something extraordinary in this whole human life. We must leave a mark on the soil of this earth. So these two lines by Robert Frost be embossed in the depth of our consciousness. That is miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. So thank you very much for your time today and thank you very much for this opportunity and my respect to all the professors and all the invitees and my best wishes to all the students. And again, namaskar to all of you. Thank you very much.